Okay, this video is going to address a question that I've been asked about adding new yarns. And if you considered all your options and find that tying knots is going to be okay for you, this is the knot I recommend. You would take the tail of the yarn that's left and your new yarn. You would crisscross those two. Take the tail, go over the new yarn, and you would go over, under, and through and tie that knot. Then you would take the new yarn and you're going to do the opposite. You're going to go under, over, and through. And that will give you a knot that will not come out. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to close these, or rather cut them as closely as I can. Carefully, obviously not to cut either of those yarns. And I can pull this just with all of my strength. This yarn is not going to come undone. The benefit of this is that you don't have anything else that you've got to tie, but I would suggest that before you continue to knit with it, that you give it that tug test and make sure that you've tied that knot correctly. Now I'm demonstrating on a knot that's, or rather on a yarn that's kind of thick, so it may look like it's changed that side there, but I assure you I've done this in several sweaters and you never can tell the difference. If this knot should pop to the front of the sweater, it's a simple matter of when you're blocking it, just give it a tug back. I've never had a problem with a knot like this before. I generally will try to plan a knot on a seam or a side or someplace it's not going to be, right in the center of the sweater. So consider that when you're adding a knot, just for extra added security that it's not going to be visible. You might want to consider the placement of it. Well, I hope this helps. If you have any questions, just put them on that Facebook post.